be presenting Persian weddings. Many people in the world have traditional weddings and want it to be an unforgettable day. A Persian wedding is definitely one you'll never forget, even if you're just attending. Several superstitious ideas occur at Persian weddings. It is what makes it so interestingly unique and beautiful compared to any other regular normal wedding. There are several symbols that go into creating this amazing day that I believe any person should have at their wedding. A traditional cloth, a decorative table filled with many metaphorical objects, and a symbolic mirror with candlesticks that is also on that decorative table. As you can see, Iranian-style weddings enjoy placing positive symbols for a long and happy marriage because marriage is important to their culture. Some of the most interesting ideas that are shown in Persian weddings are holding a long cloth over the bride and groom to represent sweetness, having a decorative table filled with many symbolic objects to bless the couple with, like beautifully painted eggs to represent fertility, and most importantly, the mirror and candlesticks to symbolize everlasting love. I will first discuss the cloth used during the wedding ceremony, shown here. The cloth is usually a tablecloth held over the couple while they are sitting on the floor or on a decorative seat. The cloth would be held by two unmarried women on both ends from each family. While it's over the bride and groom, another unmarried woman from the woman's family, would rub 2 blocks of raw sugar on top of the cloth to bring sweetness to their union, which is usually done outside. Another way they'd position the cloth is on the ground if the ceremony is indoors, because they wouldn't want to get sugar everywhere. But normally for a traditional Persian wedding, they'll place it above the couple no matter the mess. Overall, the cloth creates unity and sweetness in a marriage. For the next symbol in a Persian wedding, there is a sofre al-Eid, the decorative wedding table. The table is filled with several symbols to bless the bride and groom's marriage that the couple or parents of the couple believe it is important for their future. There would be the bowl of decorative eggs that would represent fertility to bless the couple to have children in the future. Another would be flatbread and cheeses and vegetables, or even fruits, to represent success, to be able to have food on the table every day for the rest of their lives together. There's also spices separated in bowls which would have their own individual representations. This is something that would vary for every couple as they plan their wedding. Spices. This, lastly and most importantly, would be the esfand, which would ward off the evil eye. For the most, this is a way to protect the couple from harm or negativity that could happen. Any harm or negativity that could happen. For the most part, these symbolic objects create happiness in a couple's life, making sure they flourish and prosper. Next is the mirror and candlesticks, which is normally on top of the table as well, but is the only objects that aren't bunched up in a bowl. The mirror and candlesticks are two of the most important objects for the bride and groom at a Persian wedding, considering that they pick these out themselves and they keep it for the rest of their lives. The couple would use the mirror to look at themselves during the ceremony and after, while they sit and eat. This would represent their future with each other. And this is the mirror, also the candlesticks. The candlesticks would sit on the table to show an eternal flame, which can bless them with passion and love for each other as long as they live. In short, the mirror and candlesticks define a long, passionate, happy marriage. And now this brings us to our conclusion. All in all, these superstitious ideas of holding cloth over the bride and groom's head, having a decorative table covered with objects to enrich the union, and using a mirror and candlesticks as a symbol for everlasting love is extremely important for their culture. Honestly, I believe I should have a Persian-style wedding when I get older, because a regular union is a chance at forever love. Their superstitions or chances give several symbols on how to maintain that long-lasting love, and it wouldn't hurt to try. If anything, it makes a wedding even more unique and beautiful, and I hope that one day I can have a Persian wedding.